Hi guys, it's a beautiful day once again and welcome back to Dexter's World Channel. As you can see around, we are so busy doing the normal activity here on the farm. And it's raining last night and it's been very cold actually, that I am amazed to see the swiftlets that are flying over, hovering the farm. Actually, we have a farm of swiftlets here owned by my neighbor. And I was so amazed because this neighbor of mine have already gained an income, a passive income out of the swiftlet farming. But that is not the main topic of our vlog today. Our content for today is all about Azolla. Well, you know that Azolla had been very instrumental for the success of this farm. You know that even in the past, we've been advocating the plantation of Azolla because it helps a lot reduce our farm inputs, the cost of the farm inputs. I'm referring to the feeds. And as you know, that this Azolla can be farmed or can be, cultured very easily if you have this following. I will reveal to you the step-by-step process on how to culture your Azolla. Of course, I know that many of you have already viewed my channel about farming fish, farming chickens, and even farming this Azolla. And this is just a review to those of you who are new to this channel. This is just, the first time maybe. This is your first time. So we will have a review. And those of you who have been with me in the past 2 years, I know that this thing is just a sort of a review. So the first thing that we have to consider in mind when we gonna plant Azolla is the tank. What I mean is the container, the place where you're gonna put in or you're gonna plant your Azolla. There are two kinds of environment for the Azolla. The first one is the shaded part or the shaded environment where it is not 100% exposed to sunlight, and the other is the environment which are exposed to sunlight. Well, we will talk first the shaded environment for the Azolla. If you have a place that is not totally exposed to sunlight, well, you will only require the depthness of your water at least 2 to 3 feet. And that's already good because these are not exposed totally to sunlight. But we cannot dispense the sunlight as well. We have to bear in mind that at any time of the day, this tank of your Azolla will be exposed to the sunlight because this is where they get their vitamins as well. So if you're gonna decide to plant your Azolla in a place where it's totally exposed to the sun, then you have a deep water requirement. Why? Because if it is totally exposed to the sun, so to prevent the water from getting heat that will instantly kill our Azolla, we have at least a water level of 4 feet. And your tank must be big so that this will not get very hot. The water will not get very warm. And warm water would certainly affect the Azolla plantation. So there are two environments. The first is the one that exposed to the sunlight for the whole year, for the whole day. And then the other is the shaded. So what kind of water are we going to use? The answer is the water which has ammonia. And the other question maybe that you will ask is, where do we get ammonia? Well, water in the fish tank has ammonia. And if you don't have water in the fish tank, or you don't have any fish pond, you can use the cow dung or the chicken dung. And this is one good source of ammonia. But for me, the best source of water for our azolla is the water from your fish pond, because the ammonia is actually perfect for the azolla. The poops of your fish, which contains ammonia, is perfect for your azolla. And this is what we did. And as you can see around, we have this tank here at the house. It's concrete tanks that's not totally exposed to the sunlight. That's why they are just very shallow. And you will see that my staff is doing harvest every day on a daily basis. And this tanks of azolla can already support at least 50 heads of chickens. And imagine, if you can harvest at least 5 kilos in a day, every day, that's a big money to save. So I'm an advocate of azolla plantation, because aside from it will give health benefits to to our chickens, to our farm animals, it will also lessen the cost of the farm inputs. I'm referring to the feeds. So it's a great savings if you have this azolla. Now, you will see that many people have failed to plant their azolla. Why? Because they're ordering it online, and then when it comes to them, it's already dehydrated. So the kind of azolla that we're gonna plant should be 100% in perfect condition. It's not a dehydrated azolla, because if it's dehydrated, of course it will die. Azolla are so sensitive that many people wondered how we were able to produce this one. Well, if we're gonna transport your azolla, you will transport that like a fish. You have to put that in water, and then that plastic or cellophane where you're gonna put in your azolla for travel should contain oxygen. So these are the tips that I wanna give you. And another thing that I have to tell you about azolla is that the harvest. Many people are hesitant to do the massive harvest. Why? Because they wanted to grow more azolla, and they are limiting their harvest because they don't want to consume all their azolla. Well, as far as the harvest is concerned, I would like to give you this tip. The more you harvest, the more you can produce. Why? Because the more you harvest, the more space that you are going to provide in the tank. So I have observed that this azolla, when given an ample space or a big space, they will double immediately their population, I should say. Because if they feel that they have the space where to grow, they will automatically split. And if they will split and split overnight, they will produce plenty. And this is what I have observed. So do not minimize your harvest. You can always maximize your harvest. Maybe half of the population inside the tank. You can do that for Monday and then repeat that on Friday. And you will go to another tank where you can also harvest the same. So this is one of the basic tips in as far as azolla farming is concerned. And mind you, you can be a millionaire out of the azolla. If you own a big farm, then you will desire to own a big plantation of azolla as well. Because there are many factors where we can preserve this azolla. We can also dry this up, we can powderize this one, and we can stock this in a storage room, and then you can feed that on a rainy days. So these are the things that actually very important if you have a farm, and how to reduce your farm inputs. And another thing that I would like to tell you is that the result of the azolla given as feeds, you will see that we have here so many fish. I'm talking about the fish. And you know that this fish here in the tank, it's 90% of the azolla. I will tell you, I'm not actually buying now food for our fish, but I am only giving them on a daily basis azolla. Once in a while, of course, they will eat this commercial pellet. If we have visitors, I allow our visitors to, because I'm selling feeds, and they are so eager to eat these feeds that we can always sell this pellet to our customers, and they are very eager to feed this one because these are loved by the fish, and they will appear and they will display their the colors. You can see all around that the fish are very eager to eat the food. So if you have a fish tank, maybe it's a milkfish or it's a tilapia or a tank of catfish, start your azolla propagation. Start your azolla plantation now. Start culturing azolla, because this is a miracle that will really change the profit, or even increase your profit in a big, heftily. What I mean is that you can really enjoy your big profit if you can reduce your farm inputs. So guys, we have to demonstrate what we have said earlier. And this is now the tank that is totally exposed to the sunlight, and you will see that it is deep. Why I made this deep? So that our azolla will survive, because it's totally exposed to the sunlight all day long. And this is now the difference between the azolla in the tank. The tank of azolla in the house and the tank of this azolla here in the farm. And you will see the big difference. And now we will plant this one for purposes of demonstration. You need not to have plenty in order to start with your azolla plantation. Just a little amount of this, and this will define your success. That you have just planted small, but you have harvested big. So in number. So you will see now that we are planting this azolla, and I believe that 2 days from now we can make a very good harvest, and we will have a follow-up with this type of lawn, the azolla plantation or azolla cultivation. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you will continue to like and share our videos. And if you are not subscribed to this channel, may I humbly ask you to please subscribe and hit that notification bell, because we're uploading videos very regularly. Shout out to the members of this channel. See you in my next vlog, only here at Dexter's World.